we will invite the first startup on the stage, Arto System Latvia, please. You will see a ticker on the...
And I'll give you the clicker.
Yeah, clicker, and the time is there.
Timer will be up there.
Somehow it's 2 minutes. Okay,
no,
3.
Very it's going to be, yeah. Good.
So, hi. My name is Imans from Arto System, and I'll tell you more about it. So everybody knows there's a shift in mobility happening right now. There's new technology, new services, new business models. However, it doesn't really address existing cars we have. And especially for businesses, diesel is still the only real choice. And this is why we created Arto System. Arto System reduces diesel engine fuel costs and emissions by 50% using diesel LPG retrofitting technology, which fits all diesel common rail engines, requires no engine modifications, and can be installed within 2 hours. So if you're wondering what's LPG, well, you might know it as autogas. But basically this means that Arto System can make existing diesel cars a more sustainable choice again by reducing fuel costs and emissions by 50%. And there's a huge amount of diesel cars out there, but we're focusing on light commercial vehicles with an entry market of Latvia and Lithuania, because those two are worldwide leading countries in LPG usage. Next markets much larger, Poland, Belarus, Ukraine, UK, also countries with excellent LPG infrastructure. Compared to competing products, we offer both more fuel cost efficiency and reduced emissions. However, Arto System is the first solution where one system fits all diesel common rail and requires no engine modifications. And our business model is product to market in cooperation with LPG service stations, but in the long run, we're looking at IP licensing since we have the IP for the technology. And so far, we have a working prototype and demo car you can test and drive. We have a technology validation in Germany and filed IP protection. We've been funded by the Climate Kids program and pre-seed from commercialization reactor from here in Riga. And now we're raising 250,000 in order to create the first batch in small-scale production, do system certification for a market-ready product. And behind the project is myself taking care of business, Alberto, our CTO, inventor of the technology with 30 years in the industry, Vitalis, expert in electronics, product development, and our tech advisor, Professor Heinze from Germany, expert academic in the field and experience in commercializing LPG equipment. Thank you all. This is Imans from Arto System, future of diesel LPG mobility.
Thank you. Thank you. So, jury, questions. If you answer them quickly, then we can have 2 even. Shoot.
Hey, thanks for the pitch. So what's the payback period for the customer? Payback period. And how does that compare to other systems?
Yeah, exactly. Very good question. We're focusing on light commercial vehicles. We're focusing on business fleets. And depending on the fuel consumption the fleets have, the payback period, break-even point for getting such retrofit equipment for the cars depends, but is roughly 6 months. So after that, the company starts getting back the money for the investment.
And how does that compare to other systems out there?
Basically, LPG systems by far are only for petrol engines currently used. So like, let's take Latvia, for example, is roughly 7% of the cars run on LPG, but it's petrol LPG, and diesel hasn't been used that much because the retrofitting technology isn't that efficient, and retrofitting diesel, which is an efficient engine by itself with a low efficiency gain, doesn't make sense, and we want to change that by giving more efficiency, more reduced emissions, and without modifying the engine actually, which is totally new.
Thank you so much. Give him a big applause. The next up is Littery from Latvia.
Thank you. Okay. Hi, I'm Michael. Our mission is to free the planet from litter and plastic pollution. Before there were humans on Earth, there was no litter. So it's actually a man-made behavior problem. The Littery solved this by turning litter into lottery tickets, causing an instant change of behavior because it's tapping into the innate human optimist bias. Let me show you what I mean. If you had an unscratched lottery ticket in your hand, like this, and you happen to drop it, what would you do? Pick it up, of course. Our app turns your phone into a beacon. And if you approach our smart litter bins with your litter, it will recognize you by detecting your phone. It will also use computer vision to detect if you have sorted your litter correctly. If you did, you will get an e-lottery ticket with a chance to win cash prizes. And if you're really lucky, like this guy, you can hit the jackpot, winning millions. If you didn't sort correctly, it will help you get it right the next time. Thanks to our game-changing, incentive-based business model, cities that partner with the Littery experience cleaner communities, lower cost, and happier citizens. We make money in municipal contracts for litter removal. This is an already existing revenue stream. The average contract for a 500,000 city is worth around 20 million in annual revenues. And given the value of this contract, we only need one to be profitable. We already have LOIs for the first 2 contracts. Today's state-of-the-art competitor offers an expensive and ineffective service, cleaning up after the citizens. In other words, treat the symptoms. The Littery motivates people to clean their cities by themselves. In other words, treat the disease. By design, procurement has to reward the contract to the best tender. And here you can see why the Littery will be extremely hard to beat. We incorporated and got our first pre-seed investors on board in April, and since then we have formed a strong consortium of key industrial players to perform a sponsored pilot. And our technology has already reached TRL 6. In Q2, we will start pilots with these customers. You see Bristol first, Paris, and also 3 other French cities. After the piloting phase, we'll go to market together with our strategic investors and partners. 5 years after market entry, we aim to reach 50 cities. We are currently raising 1 million to fund our pilots. 700 is already committed, so 300 is still up for grabs. Having myself founded and managed several companies within the real estate industry, I know it takes persistence to succeed, but it also takes a great team. And together with NWAC, we have formed a team with the necessary skill set, including the world-renowned behavioral expert, Dr. Agnes Stiebe. I'm Michael, CEO and founder of the Littery. When litter hits the bins, everybody wins. Valdez.
Thank you. Jury, questions?
Thank you for the good pitch. Do you have any results how much your solution really changes the behavior of the people?
We haven't deployed in full scale in a city. That's what we're going to do Q2. But we have made smaller tests. And the test results are really amazing. All people hit the bins. There have been no litter left. And actually, all people also know how to sort. But in daily life, they don't sort correctly. But when given the incentive, it has proven they sort everything correct.
Quick more question?
Quick question, yes. Nice slogan. Presumably, there's some sort of liability here about making sure that the city remains clean, right? Because if cities currently are doing this as a public service, how does that factor in for the Littery? Are you liable to ensure that the streets are kept clean?
Yeah, of course, these contracts, which we are aiming for, the business model, is the meaning of the contract is to clean the city. Obviously, we have to understand today, no city, no company doing these services, performing this, is doing a 100% job. Because if they were, you wouldn't find plastics in the oceans. So, I mean, it's not perfect today. But our liability is to do that. And in our business model, we have reserved money for, you could call it backup litter picking. Our tests in a shorter period of time has shown we wouldn't need that. But of course, in our business model, we don't rely on going big scale, that it would be 100%.
Thank you. Your time is up. Thank you so much. Give me the thing. Thank you. The next up is Waste Fox from Estonia. Big applause.
Hello, I'm Jonathan, the co-founder of WasteFox. And WasteFox has invented a biobox that turns food waste to fertilizer at home, and does it starting from a few days. The thing is that if we want future cities to actually be green, we need to start recycling and composting food waste on spot and use it to feed our plants. Sorting food waste will become compulsory, and people don't really have good ways to recycle and sort it. It's unpleasant, it attracts animals, composting doesn't work for half of the year. We have seen that if people really have good ways that quickly and pleasantly turn food waste into fertilizer, it actually becomes their natural habit. So we have created the biobox that turns food waste to fertilizer starting from a few days, recycles up to 500 liters of food waste per year, does it without smell, without attracting animals, and does it year-round. So the box works on organic composting microbes that speed up the process and prevent smell. The final product is a fertilizer that can be used in a garden or in a flower pot. We make money by selling composters for 200 euros, and our customers also need to acquire composting substances for 30 euros per year. So far, we have run a pilot project in Tallinn where we sold 150 MVPs to citizens, and we found out that the amount of waste in waste containers was reduced by 30% after giving out the bioboxes, and 50% stated that they actually started sorting more food waste. Currently, we have sold a few hundred MVPs in the near countries. We have a team with 37 years of experience in entrepreneurship. We started as a student company back in 2017. Our main mentor is chairman of the European Composting Network, Mait Kriipsalu. And this year we aim to run an Indiegogo campaign and sell at least 1,000 products in US and Europe. Currently we're raising 250,000 with 1 million valuation to speed up the production and sales by up to 3 times. In the future, we see that bioboxes can become as common as coffee machines. And in the next 8 years, we want the bioboxes to reach at least 1.5 million homes. If you wish to order a product, visit our website, wastefox.ee. My name is Jonathan, and I am the co-founder of WasteFox. Thanks.
Thank you. Questions?
Hey, thanks for the presentation. Quickly, who is your target audience actually, and at this point of time? Can you clarify that a little bit more?
Our core customer is mostly private household owners who actually they want to start recycling and sorting, but they don't have good ways for it. So mostly environmentally aware private household owners that at least so far mostly are female. So yeah. Next question.
Can you highlight what is really different here in that, composting microbes is a well-known field, and also the design seems also a little bit less unique than I would have expected?
Sorry?
What is really unique here? What is really different?
What is unique is actually the process. For terms of compost, there are 2 types of ways. Similar products, they recycle in a way that they basically heat it in a very high temperature, or there's traditional compost where you basically just pile it up and it takes much more longer. In our case, the unique thing is the combination. The microbes don't work without the box, and the box itself creates the best possible conditions for the microbes. So the unique thing is that we've made the perfect combination to actually make the process so fast.
Okay, so the living conditions for the microbes, better ones. Thank you so much. Give him a big applause. Give me the clicker. So the next up is from Ukraine, Next World. Woo!
Hello, everybody. everybody. My name is Misha, and as you know, in the world there are two huge trends right now. One being high technology and developing it to make our lives easier. Another one, green tech, and making our lives more and more ecological with less carbon footprint. Like a year ago, we thought that high tech is really hard to make green, and we thought how we can tackle this problem. One, we could go make an NGO, we can go into politics, and we're not good in neither of those. And we thought the best way to do that for us is to make a great technology that people will use and make it a precedent as it can be green. That's why we created NECT. It's a device for mobility of laptop users. It's for people, for professionals who travel a lot, who move around the city a lot, and needs to stay connected at all times. We create NECT with recycled materials, recycled plastics as a first step towards a greener high tech. In the future, we want to develop more and more products, as the better and greater idea of our startup NECT world is high tech can be green and must be green. That's the first product we create, taking those ideas and including it to it. The future products will go further into manufacturing process, all the way, hopefully, all the way up till extraction of the materials, and make every step and enforce every step to be more and more ecological. And we want to be a precedent, and the idea, we show that idea to other manufacturers all around the world that this is how it's supposed to be done, and that's how we want it to be done. That's our team that we're making it with, me as a CEO and founder, Lucy as creative specialist, marketing creative specialist Marisa Zaporozhets, and our CTO Alexey Oleynik that actually makes the device possible. That's the basic design, and you can actually see our startup on the Startup Alley. It's the 5G and Wi-Fi hotspot that provides high-speed connectivity for laptop users. You put it on your laptop, buy a data plan, and you can be connected at all times. Our markets are young professionals living in, primarily living in developed countries, and those people who will care mostly about it being a green device in the green tech area. And we evaluate our primary market to be around $100 million. And being an exclusive product, we hope to cover most of it. And our total market worldwide right now is actually valued to be around $1 billion, a bit more than here. Our clients, as you can see, students, young professionals, entrepreneurs, business representatives. And my name is Misha Rudominsky. I'm CEO and founder of NECT. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Questions from the jury?
Can you tell a bit more about the business model that you need to scale?
Yeah, the business model, we sell the, the direct sales of the device itself, and then the subscription to the data plans. That's the general business model. We also have basic understanding of where to sell it in B2B, and yeah, that's for the device itself. At the company, it's not more about the business idea; it's more of an idea of the that will sell the product and put that idea of green tech forward.
Okay, thank you so much. Give him a big applause. Yes, the next up is RA Tech from Estonia. Woo!
Hello, everybody. This is Ahmet from RA Tech. Today, I'm going to present you our smart building software, so-called digital operator. So, what is the problem statement we are solving at present? Almost every large commercial building has building management system that provides thousands of parameters to interact with for technicians and operators. At the same time, there are limited features. Therefore, it's a big challenge for technician operators to take care of building actual needs, the problems, and maintaining the indoor climate. Additionally, building management systems are not interconnected with building ecosystem. As a result, making most optimal calibration is overcomplicated. Therefore, every second component is underperforming. It is causing waste of energy resources. It is causing discomfort for indoor climate, as well as shorter life cycle. Controversially, our digital operator interconnects with the building ecosystem. It has two modules. First module, fault protection and diagnostics, inspects through the data all HVAC components, and then also validates the maintenance work, which happens routinely, but is not possible at present to validate it. Secondly, autopilot is in charge of the control by data-driven decisions, also optimizing the performance of those HVAC by considering external impacts of the building. Hey, look at here. This solution is working. We already covered top buildings in Estonia, and then we are now moving Nordics and the Baltics. Our main focus is shopping mall, hotels, office buildings. As a numerical example, in EU, there is over 1 billion meter square portfolio is waiting for us, which is plug-and-play solution. Our business model, we start with the remote integration. We move on with the diagnostics. After the reporting, either we go with a fixed fee or energy performance-based contracting, which means share the saving, no investment from the business. Here we are. These are numbers. At the moment, we do have over 600,000 meter square portfolio, and we already save tons of the CO2 emission without any additional hardware requirement. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. So, questions?
What's the competition doing in this space?
Well, the competition is large. Everybody wants to make savings.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to decrease CO2 emissions. But in our sense, we do basically provide comprehensive solution for large and complex systems without any additional hardware. So there's a big issue right there, information flow from technicians, operators to the portfolio managers. So there is such a uniqueness through this platform that everybody gets transparent information workflow.
Is there anybody that's doing exactly the same that you guys are?
If everybody meaning that minimizing energy costs while providing indoor climate, they try to, but they're not exactly the same way. The structure itself, the way how it provides, is a unique itself.
Okay. Yeah, basically time up. Thank you so much. The next up is the Latvian company Adianano.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tom Slapjums, and I'm CEO and co-founder of Adianana, where we create nano powders like no one else. Our technology originates from Russia, Novosibirsk, and me and my partner were introduced to this technology through commercialization reactor, took this technology to further commercialization and presenting it to you right now. The world is rapidly moving towards sustainability, and one of the major issues in successfully switching to emission-free mode is that current capacity of lithium-ion batteries are almost exceeded their limits. Moreover, there are technologies that we even cannot afford to have due to limited capacity of current batteries. Our solution is to substitute currently used graphite, which is a raw material of the lithium-ion battery on the anode side, with our own produced nanosilicon and low-layer graphene, which theoretical capacity is 12 times higher than the currently used. In result, it will significantly power up the lithium-ion battery. And we can do it with our unique nanopowder production method. This photo is taken from our lab in Novosibirsk. This is Adianana's reactor of adiabatic compression. Its distinctive feature is that it is able to produce tangible material out of gas state with no waste. With this technique, we were able to synthesize nanosilicon and its compounds with extraordinary properties. Another Adianana's technique is producing low-layer graphene through graphite intercalation. Current methods are rather complex and require a large amount of water waste, where in our technology, everything is done via single step and does not require water disposal at all. And in result, we are having a composite material for lithium-ion battery in order to significantly increase its capacity, lower CO2 emission, and encourage other industries to switch from combustion engines, and in result, have a better future. We are already working towards improving our production device by upscaling the technology and producing the composite material in one shot. Our team consists of me and my partner, Victor Christensen, and our scientists, whose experience in inorganic chemistry is more than 40 years. Throughout the last year, we have participated in Accelerator in Netherlands, signed MOU agreements with lithium battery manufacturers, and furtherly upscaling the production and raising additional investments. Our end business model is to license the production technology to our clients. We are always looking forward for new connections, industry experts, and of course, winning this competition. Thank you.
Like your attitude, man. Very good. Questions? Shoot quickly. If you do quick and quick answer, we can do 2.
Can you tell me, and the team, the technical founder that you glossed over quickly, the scientist, is he also part of the founding team or an advisor?
Yes, both of them are the shareholders of the company and co-founders.
How reproducible is your particle size distribution?
Sorry, once again?
How reproducible is your methodology in producing nanoparticles?
How reproducible it is?
How reproducible? You're talking about scaling the production? Or
no, I suppose you have some distribution in your particle size and you want to have nanoparticles.
Distribution regarding nanometers, yeah?
Yeah.
From 30 to 60 nanometers, the particle size deviation.
Very specific question.
Yeah.
The question time is up. They're really good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Give them a big applause. The next up is Wula from Estonia. Woo!
Hi everyone, my name is Anna-Liisa and I'm from Estonia. It's one of the smallest countries in Europe. We only have 1.3 million people, but still we throw away 8,000 kilometers of bubble wrap every year because of e-commerce. And this is only Estonia. There are 2 billion digital buyers globally. We're currently using materials like styrofoam and plastic bubble wrap to protect parcels during transportation because these materials are cheap and lightweight. But 96% of this ends up in a landfill where it never degrades. So our solution is producing bubble wrap that's made out of sheep wool to reduce this e-commerce waste. Sheep wool is currently an unused resource. Majority of it is thrown away across Europe. In Estonia, about 90% of sheep wool is discarded every year. So that's 150 tons every year. So we are taking this waste and we are giving it a new life. Our product is compostable at home. It's also shockproof as well as temperature and humidity resistant. So it's perfect for transporting cosmetics, which is one of the largest portions of all e-commerce parcels. We are using automated production to keep our costs low and to produce in large quantities. So even with the wool waste available in Estonia alone, we are able to produce 1.1 million parcel fillers every year, with the production cost of 12 cents per parcel and to sell it at 90 cents per parcel. Our product is ready and we are currently piloting it with the market-leading postal carrier here in the Baltics. Even if we reach a humble 10% market share, we will be saving 64 kilometers of plastic bubble wrap from going into circulation every month. The global e-commerce market is growing at a 20% year-on-year growth rate. Sales hit 3.5 trillion last year, and consumers are demanding sustainability. So while the potential for making a profit has been in e-commerce for a while, the potential for making an impact is also there now. And this is something that we have experienced also as a team. We won the Climathon Global Awards last month, and we are very excited to bring the sustainability into e-commerce. I am very lucky to work with one of the best designers and operations specialists out there. Our team has experience in startups, finance, and textile design, and we are raising a seed round to make our product available across Europe. And this is what the product looks like. Thank you.
Thank you. Questions, jury?
So 90 cents, it's quite a lot, I guess. How much can you reduce the price with the time with the scale?
Yeah, that's the whole point of setting up a production facility. Economies of scale will help a lot in reducing the price. But from our research that we have done with end users, so like end customers, people are willing to pay about 50% more for this kind of package filler than for bubble wrap. So right
How much
now,
bubble wrap is now?
like for one parcel, about 1.2 meters of bubble wrap is used, and that's around 30 cents.
So it's still a lot more than double now, right?
Yeah, so these are like the initial prices that we have right now, but we are raising a seed round to get the machinery to bring down the cost with larger quantities.
Do you want to comment really quickly?
Really quickly.
Yeah.
As a farmer, I am a farmer. I'd be interested, are you passing any of the price and profits on to the suppliers of the wool?
Currently not, because the problem that the farmers are having is that it's very time-consuming and difficult to shear the sheep. So part of our logistics model is also offering the shearing services to the farmers. So it's like one less problem for them.
Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The next up is Merdot from Ukraine.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Roman, I'm from Merdot, and I would like to represent you today something cool, and we call it parking culture, and we see this a gap in marketplace for electric scooters. What is wrong with this picture? Would you say this is problem of lack of parking culture? Maybe you just today saw electric scooters lying on the ground, and we would like solve this problem. Let me show you how. This is, my friend, a really beautiful parking culture. Just leave electric scooter on the charging surface, and it will start charging automatically, wirelessly over the air, no cables. Just install Merdot receiver on the electric scooters, and it will start working. Only in Berlin this season will be 7,000 electric scooters. They will charge 1.3 million times. And only in Europe, there are 15 more cities that as big as Berlin in terms of electric scooters. There are 4 groups who are interested in good parking culture, riders like you. We all want to find scooters in nice place with fully charged battery and also live in the place where another person can find it. Electric scooter providers spend a lot of money for charging, and we bring their expenses way down. Restaurants, magazines, coffee shops, they all want to bring additional traffic to their places. And municipalities, they hate the scooters. You know why? Because it's creating mess on the street. But when the scooters are clean and tidy parking, it creates more civil societies, and it's better for people. Our business model very simple. We take 25 cents, basically we put energy in, and we get paid. And the more it stays on charging surface, the more money we get. We like to share. That's why every time rider show a good parking culture, he get a bonus. And right now, this season, we are going to do demo projects in Riga, Tallinn, and US. We have a great partner who is supporting us in manufacturing and street installations. And right now, we're in discussion with the biggest scooter providers. Our team is amazing. Our biggest advantage is that we are a team of engineers and science. We have 3 more scientific researchers on the board and support from local technical university. But we need your help. We're looking for partners who want to benefit from additional traffic to their place and 50K investment to close current deals and install in Riga 1,000 charging stations alone. And then we will start our world domination. Great ideas is starting from you. So, joining the parking culture revolution in Riga. Thank you.
Thanks. Questions?
Yes, thank you for the presentation. Who is your customer? Who pays?
Mostly we now concentrate on B2B segments, and it is electric scooter providers.
Have you validated this with the companies already?
We already, we talk with them. We together come to this business model, and it's okay for them. So.
Okay, we still have time for questions.
Let's continue.
In Berlin, there are I think four scooter providers that are allowed to provide scooters. What if three of them say no, or four of them say no? Are you out of business then?
No. If they will say no, they will be after sometimes out the market, because the first companies who will try, they will benefit from it. They will become profitable actually. But if your business not profitable, so you will be out of the market. So we are a solution to them.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okie doke. The next up is a company from Latvia, Imperio. Hey, good luck. Here's the clicker. Thank you. Ready when you are.
Hello. My name is Alexander, and I represent Imperio. We love our planet. That's why we would like to clean it up from toxic organic waste. The typical example of toxic organic waste is a sewage sludge. But do you actually know what a sewage sludge is? I will tell you what it is. Sewage sludge, it is a leftover from a wastewater purification process. And yes, it smells like hell, guys. So, we are 8 billion people live on this planet, and each of us produces 20 kilo of this toxic sewage sludge per year. Only in Germany, there are 2 million tons of this smelly chocolate produced every year. So, what we're actually doing, not we, but the widely used method is getting out the biogas. Cool, right? We have a biogas. But then we still have the remaining sludge. And what we do with that, we spread it on field like a fertilizer, which is kind of a cool fertilizer, full of bacteria, full of heavy metals, full of microplastic, full of radioactive compounds. There is a long list. So we have to burn it. That's why we developed innovative dryer and incinerator, which in an efficient way can get rid of this toxic sewage sludge. And that's not it. It can even produce external additional energy, and from the ash we can extract a phosphorus fertilizer, which is a real fertilizer. So the city with a 200,000 population can cut by half their 2 million euros costs, stop poisoning the soil, take care of the health of their inhabitants, be compliant in the legal aspects, and even generate a fertilizer. Sounds cool, right? So we have verified our technology with a pilot customer, and the next step is industrial prototype. What is unique about us? We deal with almost liquid organic waste by small volumes. We can also deal with our organic waste, not only sewage sludge. So we tested prototype, we found a partner who will produce, we raised even some money. Now we need more funding to develop industrial prototype and protect our IP. We have a brilliant team with 15 years industry experience, 15 years business development. Please become our partner, and let's make sustainable, clean, and circular economy together. Thank you.
Thank you. Well in time. Questions, gentlemen?
Hi, great talk. Are there any environmental byproducts from your incinerator? Are there any pollutants or byproducts that come from incinerating the sludge?
Do you mean like additives or?
Is there any emissions of any kind that comes from incinerating the sludge?
We take care about these emissions by high-tech flue gas treatment systems.
Okay. One more question.
I know for a number of years the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation have been investing heavily into this, and there are a number of solutions being deployed in developing countries that are similar to yours. What makes yours different and special?
So we have a unique technology because we have combined, in terms of design, a dryer and incinerator, and we don't lose any energy in between. And also, there's a unique shape, so that the devil in the small details. And nobody, actually, we haven't found any solution which you can just drop to the 40-feet container, ship it to Brazil, and in 2 weeks it's operating.
And burn all the shit. Thank you so much. Well done. Well done. Give me the clicker. Okay. And now is the time for the last pitch in this. Company called Greenix, comes from Ukraine. Here you are. Big applause.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Maria, and I want to present you our company, Greenix. Imagine a market, highly interesting, highly dynamic, and highly profitable. It is a cannabis market, and we are one step from it with our micro-growing device. Imagine you would like to grow something at home, something very sensitive. You plant it, you water it, you put nutrition inside, but suddenly the plant dies. Or you buy cannabis from a bad seller, a seller who put chemicals inside, chemicals that are bad for your health and can make you addicted. So we came up with a solution of a Greenix grow box, all needed environment inside to grow such a sensitive plant. Now imagine, working at this project, we realized that we need to be more smarter, not only just to make a box. And you may ask a question, okay, I've bought a box and what's then? Then our teaching platform will give all the needed information how to do it right. Our InstaHub will connect you to other growers. Our chatbot will give quick answers to your quick questions. And also, we will have an online shop where you could buy seeds, nutrition, and everything you need for growing. Now, imagine a sprint run. That's the way cannabis market grow, 30% annually, $10 billion in 2018, $180 billion in 2026. Would you like to take part in this run? Everybody gonna win. Our business model is B2C. We will have grow box sales, online shop sales, and also a subscription to our teaching platform. Our competitors, of course, if you will Google, you will see a lot of grow boxes. But the cheap one, for example, they have a lot of smell inside. So if you will put it into your one-bedroom apartment, even your neighbor's gonna smell it. Other ones, they are cool, yes, but their size is even taller than my height. So why we are cool? Because in a little size, we will have 60 grams of needed product. Also, so good price, little size, and teaching platform. Our team, Andriy, 9 years in IT and engineering. Me, 9 years in finance and management. Also, we have advisor in growing. We have 2 resellers who is ready for us to start production and selling. Also, we don't have CMO, but we have a marketing company to make all the marketing for us. And we have mentors from Demium incubators from Ukraine and Spain. What we have? We have 4 boxes ready. 2 boxes sold already. We have InstaHub with 1,800 followers already without any investment in it. And our website, Greenix. Our roadmap, MVP, done. First sales, done. Incorporation in Delaware, done. Customized box, done. What we're working right now is to start a sales campaign. It's to bulk ship into US and scale to other markets. What we're looking for? Connections, and also 150 to start the production and marketing. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Jury, questions?
Thank you, great pitch. One of the challenges that the cannabis market is facing right now is that cannabis is a commodity product and it's a lot cheaper to buy from dealers than it is to buy from licensed producers. How do you see that impacting your traction going forward?
Thank you for your question. We are targeting US market, and the US cannabis dealers, they face the problem of legal size because the taxes, they are going up and they need to reduce the costs. So in this case, the product quality is going down, or it's more like the cost of the product going down or the prices go up. And also, if the person is using cannabis for medical issues, she or he has to grow it more and more regular and not all the time like to be connected to a dealer. So in this case, it's way better to grow her or his own product because it will have a bigger level of THS and or CBD, and it's kind of way better for health.
Okay, thank you so much. Give her a big applause. Thank you. And the clicker. So, this was the third round of the 50 Founders Battle. Jury, what brings you to Greentech, or why do you enjoy exactly, or why are you in this jury this time? We were just chosen, or is it some kind of passion to be on Greentech jury? Somebody wants to answer, definitely. I see an eager hand.
Yes, it's not evil, by the way, the fun name. It's Eble and not evil.
But I said eager hand.
Yes,
no,
but
I said eager
I thought
hand.
you were evil. No, I mean, the real reason is that if we who possess the money, we are not funding good things, who will fund good things. And I feel that it's super important that we do actually focus on the things that have an impact. Obviously, we are measured by financial profit, so that's important too, but we need to be really impactful, in my opinion.
Okay. Yes?
Yeah, I'd like to add to that. Besides that, it's personally rewarding to be in this field. I think it's a real big mega trend that's going to continue for the next decades. I mean, this is something that's definitely not going to go away, and that provides business opportunities as opposed to short-term, let's say, buzzwords. And
I will also give you the best question award because you were really specific about this.
No, but you got it wrong though. You guys didn't get my question. That's why you thought it was so specific. I was asking about the reproducibility.
Meaning the competition.
No, the reproducibility of being able to industrialize it. If you don't have something that's reproducible, it cannot be.
So both me and the pitcher actually got it wrong.
Yes,
we are
but
stupid.
Especially
obviously,
you.
we are so
especially
stupid. Very good. Thank you so much. Give the big applause to the jury as well. Good questions, stupid moderator. Thank you so much.